Listen, I know the weight you are carrying, the quiet kind, the kind no one sees, the kind that sits on your chest at night when the room is dark and the echoes of your own thoughts grow louder. You smile during the day, you say you are fine, but deep inside there is a small voice asking a painful question. What if I am not strong enough to continue? Welcome to Success Mind. Many people watching this right now feel the same silent pressure. The fear of failing again. The shame of starting over. The heavy feeling that the world keeps moving forward while you remain stuck in the same place. You see others winning, others celebrating, others climbing mountains while you are still standing at the bottom, staring up through fog and doubt. And sometimes the most dangerous thought appears. Not anger, not sadness, but the quiet temptation to give up, to sit down in the cold dust of disappointment and whisper to yourself, maybe this is enough. Maybe I should stop trying. But listen carefully. That moment, that exact moment, that is the battlefield of your life. When I was a young man, long before my hair turned silver and my hands carried the slow rust of time, I lived near a mountain village. The winters there were unforgiving. Cold winds carved the cliffs like invisible knives. Storms arrived without warning. I remember watching a small pine tree grow on the edge of a rocky slope. Every year, the storms tried to break it. Snow buried it. Lightning struck the ground around it. Yet somehow, that small tree continued to stand. One winter storm was especially violent. The sky roared like an angry ocean. The mountain trembled. When the storm passed, many trees had fallen. Large ones, old ones. But that small pine tree was still there. Bent, scarred, twisted, but alive. And an old shepherd once told me something I never forgot. He said, "The mountain does not test the strong. It creates the strong." Life works the same way. The storm you are facing right now is not proof that you are weak. It is the very process that shapes the strength you will someday carry. Years later, I heard words spoken by a man whose discipline became legendary. A man who understood the battlefield of the human spirit. His name was Bryant. And he said something simple, yet razor-sharp in truth. The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win. At first, those words may sound like they belong only to sports, to competition, to basketball courts and championship games. But that is not the deeper meaning. The real opponent is rarely another person. The real opponent is the voice inside your own mind. The voice that whispers when you are tired. The voice that says, "Stop now. No one will blame you." Kobe understood something most people never realize. Winning is not about the scoreboard. Winning is about refusing to surrender your effort. The moment you stop trying, the moment you abandon the fight inside your own heart, that is when defeat quietly takes the throne. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a silent surrender. So now, I want you to pause for a moment. Yes, right now. Do not rush. Do not scroll away from this moment. Sit still. Let the noise of the world fade for a few seconds. Take a slow breath in. Feel the air fill your lungs. Hold it for a moment, then release it slowly. Again, breathe in, slowly, calmly, and release. Now, listen carefully. I want you to say something out loud, not in your mind, with your voice, because words spoken aloud carry weight. They shape the echoes inside your mind. Say this with me, slowly. I am not finished. Again, stronger this time. I am not finished. One more time. I am not finished. Feel that sentence. Feel the small fire it creates in your chest. A quiet ember, maybe small, but still alive. Because as long as that ember exists, the story of your life is still being written. Now listen closely. This part is important. The world loves loud success. It celebrates the trophy, the spotlight, the applause. But what the world does not see is the long, silent work that happens in the dark hours of morning. The discipline that grows when nobody is watching. The sweat that falls on empty floors and quiet rooms. Kobe Bryant called it the Mamba Mentality. Not arrogance, not noise, but relentless commitment. Wake up early. Work in silence. Improve when nobody is clapping. Build your strength where no camera can see you. Because the truth is simple. The future belongs to the person who continues working. After motivation fades. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. And every day you wake up with a choice. You can surrender to comfort. Or you can step into the quiet forge of effort and shape yourself again. One repetition, one lesson, one step forward. My friend, if you feel tired tonight, that is all right. If you feel lost, that is all right. Even the strongest travelers sometimes sit beside the road and rest their feet. But resting is not quitting. Doubting is not surrendering. Feeling pain is not failure. Remember the mountain pine tree, bent by storms, scarred by time, yet still standing against the wind. Remember Kobe's words, the moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win. And the world has not yet seen the full strength that lives inside you. So rise again tomorrow, quietly, calmly, without drama. Take one step forward, then another. Let the embers inside your chest grow warmer each day. And if these words speak to something deep inside you, if they help you carry the weight of another day, then remain close to this circle of quiet strength. Subscribe and return whenever the storm grows loud. Because none of us walk this mountain alone.